Welcome to Variant One Shot. Today we're continuing our lead up to Wonder Woman's movie release by running through some of her strongest moments. I'm gonna go through them pretty rapidly so I can list as many as possible, but let's get it going. Let's start with the fact that Batman once said that Superman was the only being on Earth who could restrain Wonder Woman. Personally, I think you could argue that Shazam, Martian Manhunter, and some others could as well, but I'm just telling you what the comic stated. Superman himself also once told Wonder Woman that they were equal in raw power. And while Superman's mind was being controlled by Crucifier at the time, he was still fully aware of the extent of his own power. Essentially, Diana is one of the top tier heavy hitters among heroes in the DC universe. The Golden Age Wonder Woman once moved the freaking sun by herself and then moved the moon by pulling it with her lasso.
You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
During the Silver Age, she was shown to be capable of moving mountains and even entire islands, again by pulling them with her lasso. Basically, the early days of Wonder Woman introduced a whole new meaning to overpowered. As time went on, her insane feats did calm down a bit, but not that much. She later moved the Earth with the assistance of Superman and Martian Manhunter. There's also the time that Wonder Woman fought Superman during the Trinity event, and their punches were so hard that they rocked the heavens and earth. Then there's the time she pulled Martian Manhunter out of a freaking black hole. Yeah, that happened. Which leads us to the time she was asked the question, just how strong are you? To which she replied, I don't really know. It's difficult to find an upper limit against which to test myself. That right there is kinda nuts, considering she's fought several of the strongest characters in DC, including Superman and Shazam. In fact, once while fighting Black Canary, Canary stated that Wonder Woman could punch her all the way to Pluto only using 1/10 of her strength. I wish I could punch someone to Pluto using all of my strength, let alone 1/10 of it. But anyway, Wonder Woman also broke the Cronus Scepter, which was so powerful it could hold the God Wave. In case you don't know, the God Wave is an energy force that created divine beings and other superpowered beings in the universe. It's also capable of universal destruction. So yeah, I'd call that a serious feat. Next is the time that the Princess of the Amazons was capable of knocking the wind out of Convict. This is impressive because Convict is capable of taking earth-shattering hits from Superman. She also once survived a black hole bomb without a single scratch. Now, I don't know the full power of a black hole bomb, but one could only imagine that when you put a black hole and bomb together, it just means complete and utter destruction. She also punched a nuke right in the face and yet again didn't have so much as a scratch on her. And I know what you're thinking, nukes don't have faces, but it made for better emphasis. Keeping this Wonder Woman train rolling, she was able to survive an onslaught from Arris, who was essentially omnipotent in his own realm. She also survived an Imperiex drone explosion. Why is this impressive? Because an Imperiex drone contains a portion of the Big Bang. You know, what some people believe to be the boom that started it all. Even Earth. She's also lifted a massive, and I do mean massive, alien tank with no problem. And she once caught a gigantic meteor without even breaking a sweat. Diana is also incredibly fast. She's no Flash by any means, but has serious speed nonetheless. In fact, she was able to deflect heat vision blasts repeatedly that were being shot by a Mazo. She's also faster than a speeding bullet. You see what I did there? No, but for real, just look at this panel. The bullet fired and deflected like it's nothing. In short, she has the speed of the god Hermes. Now, this episode wouldn't be complete without mentioning the time Wonder Woman beat Superman. That's right, she beat Superman. At the time, the Man of Steel was tricked by Maxwell Lord into thinking that Wonder Woman was Doomsday and that Doomsday had killed Lois Lane. So Superman starts beating the crap out of Wonder Woman, but when she realizes that he's never gonna stop attacking her, she ends the fight by throwing her razor-sharp tiara at Superman's neck, slicing it wide open. Superman was, of course, able to heal after the fact, but the point is, she beat the Man of Steel. On other occasions, Wonder Woman stabbed Darkseid in the freaking eye with her sword like a boss, handled Hal Jordan with her fist by breaking his energy construct like it was made out of sugar glass, and kicked Superman in the jaw hard enough to send him flying through cars and concrete. And believe it or not, all of that happened within the first several issues of the New 52 Justice League comic. There is way more examples of Wonder Woman's incredible strength, but I think the moments and feats we covered are more than enough to prove that Wonder Woman is one of the strongest characters in DC, as well as one of the strongest comic book characters in general. Okay, so I forgot to shoot the sponsor the same day I shot the episode. Sue me. Anyway, when you buy a domain name from domain.com, you get the power to influence and control what people find when they search for you online. No domain extension will help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. Domain.com is affordable, reliable, and easy to use. The guys at domain.com gave Variant an awesome offer. Get 15% off domain.com's already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use the coupon code Variant at checkout. So when you think domain names, think domain.com.